Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing how to start a chunky blanket with the chenille yarn. I bought this yarn at Hobby Lobby. It's the Yarn Bee. On the back, it's got instructions on how to take care of this yarn. It's machine washable, but it's not dryer friendly, so you have to lay it flat to dry. I'm just going to make a small blanket, not bigger than 3 feet, so I'm going to use about 2 skeins or 2 rolls of yarn. So first thing you got to do is you take your yarn, you're going to make a slip knot. So you have the short side on the left, long side on the right. You cross it over, and then you pinch it and bring it up to make the slip knot. So here's the slip knot. I usually like to make it about 1 inch, not bigger than that. So make sure that it's tight. Then you're going to start making your loops. So I like to have the yarn on the bottom. So I go through the middle and I bring up the yarn to make my first loop. So that's 1. I'm going to make a 20 loop chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So this is my rope. This is the beginning. So now I'm going to start making the first row. So on this last one you made, you make another loop, and then you're going to start putting the yarn into each loop. So you can have it flat on the table. So on the first one here, you're going to bring this through and pull it 1 and find the next loop. Pull it through, find the next one. Make sure you don't miss any of the loops. If you miss it, it will be okay. You can probably hide it, but you don't want to miss any. So you're just pulling through to make the loops. If you made 20 loops, you should have 20 loops again. Usually I like to have the yarn to this side because it makes it easier to work. On darker yarn, it's a little bit harder to see, but the other beige one that I made, it was pretty simple because it was easier to see on that yarn. Right here, it looks like it got tightened, too tight, but I found a little loop. Okay, so now I'm at the end of the first row. So this is kind of what it starts looking like this. Okay, now you're going to go to your second row. So now you're going to work from this side back. So on the last row, your last link you had here, last loop, you start another one. And then you're just going to put the yarn under here, and you're going to start connecting the loop with the yarn. So you just keep going, doing it over and over until you run out of yarn. Attaching another yarn is pretty easy. You just take the end and you tie like a shoelace, and then you start. To finish the blanket, you have to do a braid at the end Once I finish this one, I'll do another video so I can show you. There's a lot of YouTube videos that are very helpful on how to do it. You might want to check those out too. I'm still going. Once you really get going, it doesn't take very long. I had to take one apart, and putting it back together didn't take that long. Somehow it's a little relaxing. I'm gonna get my daughter to finish it because she wanted to do it, so she'll be the one finishing it. So I'm done with my second row. And so now I'm going to start again, and then the same thing. You just start over again. You do another loop, and then you put your yarn here on the bottom, and you're going to connect the loop with the yarn. Make sure you're not missing any of the holes. So you can start seeing like the, the columns. So there it is. Thank you.